Crypto U.
And that's what we're here for. Welcome to Crypto University, your ultimate source for information on your journey to learning about cryptocurrencies. At Crypto University, people of every skill level can learn and ask questions with our interactive instructors. No matter what your interest is, we have you covered. From the basics to trading and even mining. It excites us to show you how truly easy, profitable, and exciting this new world of blockchain and
so we have Crypto Universe, our brother Warren.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Our brother Joe.
What's going on, everybody?
And we are here in their office. This is the, what do you say, the home base, huh?
This is HQ.
Yeah,
The HQ, the headquarters for Crypto University. I mean, let these guys actually get into what they do, what they are actually putting together here in this space. They're gonna actually paint the vision of what's about to be built in this space also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either one can take it away.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, basically, the vision for Crypto University was, you know, we got into crypto a few years back, and you know, it's exciting. You know, everyone kind of comes into the space, they hear some news, they're excited about the increase in price in Bitcoin. You know, there's something that draws them in,
right.
You know, and so then once you're in and you make that first purchase, and all of a sudden you're stuck to your Coinbase app. You're stuck to
keep looking at the price.
Exactly. What's going on with my investment? It doesn't matter how, you know, big or small that investment is. It still kind of draws you in, which is.
It's a lot of people's first investment.
Yeah.
Like crypto, I think, has brought on more first-time investors than anything else.
Yeah,
I can raise my hand at that one.
Right. Well, you know, like I said, when people come in, you know, they make that first investment, then they start watching it, and then they're kind of hooked. You know, they're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, it takes them a little bit of time, and there's a learning curve to understand how to use the other exchanges, and you know, you start hearing news about Ethereum or Litecoin, or you know, if you're on Twitter, all of a sudden you might hear, you know, about Vertcoin or Power Ledger or some of these new things that are coming out recently.
And it keep blowing up too, like just blowing. And the hype, there's so much hype behind them too.
Yeah, totally. But basically, you know, the whole thing is when you first come in, you're going to get your feet wet. You're going to buy your first coin. You're going to start looking into the market. And what I found, at least, was that it was very confusing. You know, you come in, you start doing research, and you're like, oh man, you hear something great about mining, and all of a sudden you go on the internet and you read 10 articles that tell you mining is worthless and you shouldn't do it. You know, and then you know, you can come in and say, hey, look, I want to do trading or whatever, and then you got, you know, 15,000 different people trying to, you know, educate you on how to do trading. You know, and most of them have never even done this.
Their strategy, right? Yo, check out my strategy. It's a key word, family. That's a marketing keyword. Strategy.
Exactly. And so, you know, when you come in, you're gonna kind of bump your head. You're gonna see what's real and what's not really fast. You know, because I saw that even for the first probably 6 months of me just tearing into this and just going after it, you know, jumping down the rabbit hole. What happens is that you find out at the end of 6 months that you still really don't know anything.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what happened?
You still sit there, have those confused moments.
Like, somebody's like, what are you doing? I don't really know yet. Like, give me another 6 months.
You try one thing and then it works, and then you try the exact same thing again and then it fails. And you're like, well, hold on a second. There's no consistency in the strategy, or you know what it was that you had felt that you had just learned.
Just like, so you're saying like there's really no baseline, you know, to stand on.
Well, I would say that there is a baseline. It's just finding that baseline is what's difficult,
especially without guidance.
Confusion.
You're out there on the internet alone.
Yeah, if you go to one site and it says go mine, you can make 1% of money on your day, or 1% on your money every single day. You know, and then you go over here and you're like, oh hey, buy an S9 miner, you can make millions in Bitcoin or whatever, and then you go to the next site and it says, no, mining's garbage. Like
it's all lies.
The equipment's outdated daily, and you're never going to make any money or whatever. So what's the truth in the middle of all that? You know, and that's
and that's where you leave the whole. That's where a person sits there, like me. I've been there, and I sat there and said, well, I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm gonna just hold on to what I got. And now I've potentially actually missed an opportunity, or just potentially missed an educational opportunity to understanding this space. You know, and learning more.
So that was kind of really what we saw, was that there's a lot of confusion. You know, it doesn't mean that you know, there's a lot of information, but not all of the information is true. You know, some of it is skewed for other people's benefit.
There you go.
You know, so I mean, if you go on Twitter and you hear somebody's like, oh, rocket ships, buy MTL, you know, and then you go on there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I heard from a pro to buy a metal card or whatever. So you go and you buy that, and all of a sudden that green candle turns into a giant red one, and you get dumped on. You know, and so
what do you call those? The pump groups.
Pumping
the pump and dump groups.
Yeah, and so
that is real.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just found out about it this year from entering the space. That is real. Not understanding there's actually pump and dump groups. I mean, you want to talk about you know, controlling the market or scam manipulation and things of that nature. That's a form of manipulation, aka scamming and schemes right there.
You get like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people that are all following your calls with their money, and they've got anywhere between 0.1 Bitcoin and 30 Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna move the market.
Moving it.
Yeah, like you got 5, 6, 7 months of
power. You got some power.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing, you know, from that whole portion is that you just need to figure out what's true, because there's people that will want to lure you in to buy their bag.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
So it's just, you know, doing your research is important, specifically in this space. You know, you need to read your white papers. You need to understand these companies. You need to see, you know, if the team that they have driving their vision is actually real.
Yes.
You know? Do they have a dev team? You know, there's so many of these coins out there that don't even have a dev team whatsoever.
Who's working on this for you?
Right. Like, how is this going to continue to grow? And so, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that can be confusing. And so I would say that the vision for Crypto University, you know, is not that we have, you know, some 4-year classes, you know, that we're offering here, you know, but what we are offering and what we hope to bring to the space is just real, legitimate, you know, information that people can use to better navigate this space. You know, if I would have had somebody that would have came up to me and literally spent time to show me where all the pitfalls were, I could have saved probably close to 15 to 20 Bitcoin that I have wasted.
Or made 15 to 20.
Well, it would have been a double positive.
Yeah, double positive.
We would have saved everything we lost and probably tripled up on top of
that. Yes. I feel what's really needed are go-to organizations, go-to groups, you know, people that we can get some solid, you know, information from to decipher, help us decipher better in this space than what we get off of online, from posts on Reddit. These are like the go-to main places that people go for information on social media, which is social media, you know. So it's like you guys are taking a grasp of this you say niche in a sense, you know, for education.
Sure.
And you would say, you know, we're taking it and we're gonna zero in on education for the crypto space, for people to easily and better themselves and save themselves money in this space, make themselves money in this space, but just have better information at their disposal.
Definitely.
And that's what Crypto University is for.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, like I said, I mean, if you could come into an environment that is, you know, very easy to learn in, you know, all of us are super chill. You know, there's no dumb questions, and we try to make it that way. You know, we have a Facebook group currently. You know, it's Crypto University, and I think it's Facebook.com/learn crypto is the URL for our group. So if you want to join our group, you're more than welcome. It's a free source of information, and we have, you know, all of our team moderators that moderate that chat. And our goal is just to provide good, solid content, show you how to set up your wallet, show you how to secure your coins, show you how to enter the world of exchanges and how to set those up. You know, really a little bit of everything. You know, I mean, just any current news that may be affecting the market, we try to make sure that we get it out to our members as fast as possible.
And dissect it before it goes out there, because like that's one thing that was crucial for me. Is I got in a couple groups and I'm like, all right, these guys definitely know what the deal is. So if something pops up in this page, I can read it and I don't have to think. I can just go with it. We're looking to say, okay, you know, this person over here, there's value in that, and this is the value. However, there's also this piece of information, and so if you take what you had before and you take this and you do this, only some of that's going to stay there in what you feel is now the truth. And so, you know, just ask the questions, message us, add us. You know what I mean? Like, ask for information. If you don't want to ask a question in the group, ask us offline, and we can answer for you then, and then you can post. Like, everybody here needs to learn something, including us. That's why we did this, is so that we can make sure that we've got a great community. Everybody is putting their 2 cents in. Everybody's communicating with everybody else, so that everybody brings everything to the puzzle. Like, no one individual can do this. Like, if
it has to be a community.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. So that's probably what I would say, kind of just like a closing thought. We've got the Facebook group, and everybody definitely come one, come all. Be respectful treat this as a family. That's really what we're trying to build, and we're having some success with it. But if you've got questions, come ask.
Yes.
Because if you don't get that question answered, not only do you not have that answer, but everybody else that didn't want to ask the question also doesn't have that answer. And so the thing about crypto is the bigger the community gets, the more we all benefit. So let's just benefit together. Let's benefit organically. Let's do it truthfully, with really just the common goal of educating and growing the space. And if anybody has any suggestions, ideas, thoughts, let us know. You know what I mean? Like, we've obviously got a few decades of experience between the two of us in doing different things and doing the same thing, but we didn't do it all. We didn't do it perfectly. And so, you know, if there's something that you guys out there in the community want us to feature, if there's an interview you want us to do, if there's a coin you want us to talk about, whatever it is, let us know. We're starting with the meetups here in Connecticut, obviously, because that's where we're located. But in a few short months, we're not going to be here anymore. And so we're looking to build Connecticut to a certain point, and then let's go build the next one, whether it's in Florida, Texas, Italy, whatever it is. Like, that's what we're trying to do here. So, you know, come one, come all. Everybody here has got a purpose. This community was built for you guys. We want you guys' input on how to make it better and how to keep it growing. I guess that would be it. Those would be my final thoughts here.
Man, that's how you close it. That is what you get at Crypto University, family.
Hey yo, make sure you stop by CryptoKingz88.com and cop your exclusive gear at CryptoKingz88.com.